Let's go ahead and open up this ticker as it is coming to me completely blind. We'll pull up some relevant tools to determine where price action can potentially be in the coming sessions. Don't miss this one, as many encourage me to observe tickers with no information at all. Welcome back to the channel on this happy Monday. This is ARCa. Let's dive into ticker symbol PCSA. Let's kill him. What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Let's go ahead and dive into ticker symbol PCSA, and here it is, right? So yeah, we are looking at this on a daily time frame here, and the reason why we pick up the daily time frame is because we want to observe what price action is doing in a macro scale, right? So when we have a lot of information, sure, let's go ahead and pull up the 5-day even and see what could be happening there. So right away, we can actually see down here that we have a massive increase in volume on a 5-day period. And this could be indicating some type of fundamental metric or something announced here that could be leading price action to new highs, right? So what I will say is that this high from this 5-day iteration, which was at 80 cents, that 80 cents has officially been broken with this candle here, which is the most recent one, right? So the high of that came up to 90 cents. So that is already indicating a complete break of market structure, and there could be a continuation to the upside based on that fact by itself, right? So now let me pull this back to maybe a shorter time frame to see if I have any type of signal here of accumulation of sorts, right? Well, I mean, this is already accumulation here, right? So we're looking okay. And but what I really mean is I'm trying to see if I have any reason why price action would be breaking out, right? So in this case, I kind of do. Let me go ahead and draw this in right over here, as this very well could be a descending channel, or descending channel of sorts. Let's see. Okay, I think that could be right at about there. Right, so now let's bring this right back here and connect this to this zone here, and then make our final connections. Let me see if it would be, actually, I do think it would be this one here. Okay, and let's see. Okay, so yeah, it is a massive bullish formation breakout, and we came back to test that resistance, or the conversion of resistance into support, before a continuation onto the upside, right? So, and now that's a very small scale breakout, right? So I was trying to see if I can find a bigger one at that. And I mean, I guess I kind of see it, but then it would be kind of a forced formation, right? It would be another channel. So somewhere along the lines of like this, right? So let me see if I can actually make the connections visible here for everyone. Yeah, it would be honestly something. Let's see. Yeah, it would be something like this, right? And what's happening here, and then we would observe this actually in a daily time frame or something a little larger, right? So yeah, what's happening here is that there could be a actually the 12-hour. Let me see. Yeah, I think it would have to be the 12-hour time frame, because we need the after hours. We need the after hours price action in the catalog here, right? So let me just go ahead and adjust it as much as humanly possible, as I do see where it actually started, and I believe it started on this candle here, right? So now the reason why is because this is a critical count of resistance tests. So we have a test number 1, 2, test number 3. You all know where I'm going with this if you watch my channel often, right? This is the capitulation event from the test number 3 and the reaccumulation into test number 4, which is considered to be true test breakout number 4. Or if we fail that one, we would come back, reaccumulate around the area of 38.49 and break out on true test number 5. Right, so this would be the macro formation here, and this would also give us a topside target. So let's just go ahead and take into speculation here the top of the formation to the very bottom of the formation, and then we add it to the supposed area of breakout. So let's just say that we were to break out from this on Wednesday, November 22nd, right? Somewhere around there, just completely guessed. The price action is actually leading to a top side of around 161, right? So that's already looking pretty bullish. Now, if we start pulling up some moving averages, actually, you know what? I think I'm going to have to go ahead and pull up an entirely new set of averages, right? So let me do that now. Oh, right, nice. Yeah, that's it's there's a very bullish something happening here, and I will have to point this out because this is about to rip, right? So let me adjust a few things here for us, right? I'm gonna get rid of the. Actually, no, I need both of those. Nice. Okay. Check this out, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and point out the SMA 50 and the SMA 200. And the reason why is because the 12-hour time frame is indicating a very, very speculated golden cross, right? So when the SMA 50 crosses above the SMA 200, that is bull market territory for this asset in particular, right? So that would be the acquiring and the conversion of resistance from the SMA 50 into support on the 12-hour time frame, and the succession of the SMA 200 on the 12-hour. This is a big deal, right? So that can send price action to a pretty parabolic upside even still. Okay, so I would be very, very. I would actually keep this ticker, in mind here, right? Because this very well could play into something very interesting, and it's also behaving just like all these ascending triangles have been over the last few months, right? So I'm going to show you what I mean by that, right? So something like this is something that I've been observing as of late from these triangles, right? So this is an ascending triangle, and all of these ascending triangles have actually faked out, create a bear trap, and then the price action leads to a massive upside. So this is likely the reason why we're getting an upside, other than fundamental reasons, right? Of course, right? But technically speaking, and yeah, technically speaking, this is a very viable reason as to why price action could be in the process of breaking out to some upside targets. First target to observe, from the top of the triangle to the very bottom of the triangle, you take a trend line and apply it to the breakout point. That, or, honestly, we said that it would break out around the 22nd. Actually, if it did break out around the 22nd, I wouldn't be the safest. I would say, oh man, no way. The resistance touch actually could be, man, yeah, maybe could be Wednesday, November 15th. So in 2 days, wow. I guess, yeah, that would suggest a topside resistance here, which would be at around 50.21. So that would adjust the target to break out to. Actually, that doesn't mean anything. No, we would just test it here, come back, validate the support, and then continue on. So there still could be a breakout in this area here. The second target to look at here, because the target, the trend line from here to here, or from here to this point, doesn't matter anymore. It's and I also don't like it when these triangles reach the 80% to the apex of the triangle. They typically break out between 65 and 70%. So that's already kind of a little bit of an issue for me. But now the upside, based on the back of the yeah, nice. Yeah, in the back of the triangle here, that would suggest 61.23. So that would be the first indication of a breakout from this channel here. And that would actually pull price action back down to the areas of around 47, 48, 49 cents to validate the conversion of resistance into a support before continuing on to the upside. Okay, so that's already rhyming pretty nicely. And now to catch some geometric levels, let's take the swing high to the swing low of price action in the recent times here and see if anything rhymes nicely with that, right? So, in fact, I'm going to take it from this point to this point here and see if there's anything there, right? So let me do that now. The overall swing high to the swing low, right? So there we go. And let me adjust this target ever so slightly. Just get it tight there. Okay, so this target here suggesting 61.23. Please notice that 59.02 is actually rhyming with that topside target, and it just so happens to be the one spot 618 golden mean. So 5902, let's take that into deep consideration here, as it is a very important target for price action to reach to that top side of around 6123. 61, come on, there we go. And that could be an area of resistance. And please notice here that the price action at the resistance is coming very close. The 49.88 is very close to the 48.78 of the one spot 272. So yeah, both of these targets are highly relevant and definitely rhyming very well with price action, right? So I'm saying geometrics and psychological targets, they're looking pretty damn good. So 49, oh my goodness, I can't actually get it. That's cool, right there. Right, so yeah, these would be the resistance areas to look at for an upside, seeing that the fake out already happened, the bear trap already happened, and an upside continuation is now in the cards, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at the minimum time frame that I would look at for an upside continuation. That would be the 4-hour time frame here, and yep, 4-hour time frame, absolutely big time bullish expansion happening in a very aggressive manner. Upside pivot here, very, very unison upside on the stochastic momentum indicator, entering the bullish control zone, bullish crossover on a 4-hour time frame MACD. Take a look at the RSI, very, very convincing upside pivot here, and incoming cash, right? So this there's money flow into the asset right now. So even back to the bi-hourly time frame, still an upside expansion happening, upside on RSI, bullish crossover with green bars on that MACD, looking very, very healthy. So if there is going to be any type of pullback, did it already happen today? Damn, I guess it did, except that there could be a slight pullback based on the 15-minute time frame with the SMA 14 right down here. So that could be indicative of two particular levels. Okay, so price action is currently sitting at about 38.49. Of course, this 15-minute gap could be one area where price action can resist from, but to be honest with you, we would actually really have to keep in mind this EMA 21 at 36.34, but let me actually load in the SMA 10, as that could help too. Yeah, SMA 10 could be another area for us to look at 36.94. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw the 36.94 to the better part of about 37.96 as a potential pullback in the immediate short term before it continuing on to the upside. Can't guarantee anything else from there. In fact, that's as best as I can do before getting this thing to actually start breaking out into some serious upside. Let's see, the 8-hour time frame, very much correcting here with an upside pivot, expanding in volatility here. That means more shares traded on average. Huge upside pivot here on that RSI, and take a look at this. We have the very minimum for a statistical setup being met right now. Not only that, is that we also have the 8-hour time frame potential golden cross about to happen too, of the SMA 200 over the SMA 50. Lots and lots and lots of bullish signals here for ticker symbol PCSA. And the average directional index is sitting at 25%. The ADX, the dotted white line, with DMI plus leading on top, which is the bulls. This is heavily bullish, and very likely going to continue to the upside here from a very short-term pullback. Just going to go ahead and say it like that and just tell you that I said it here. And yeah, so of course, not the biggest fan of tiny assets like this, 37 cents, right? But this is showing incredible promise to the upside. And I will have to just, I have to point it out. Weekly time frame, 3 days and 15 hours to close this candle here, and it's very likely going to close as a massive bullish engulfing here, and that would also lead price action to a massive upside even still. Let's see the bi-weekly time frame real quick. Let me see the monthly. Oh man, check that out. Dude, this is one huge bullish buy formation. This is a massive buy formation here. Minimum target to be faced here is 46.52, rhyming pretty nicely with our targets, right? So this is likely the reason we got a huge upside too. So this is a bullish buy formation where you're looking at the green candle here, the forward candle engulfing the prior candle here, and that monthly closed as a bullish engulfing and as an inverted hammer based on this huge monthly candle, right? Huge break of market structure and massive bullish engulfing. This next candle is very likely to continue to the upside here based on the volume given on this monthly iteration. Huge signals here for a potential upside continuation, team. I'm just going to go ahead and just say it like that. There's a lot of promise within this ticker, and I do suspect this to continue on to the upside here in a very aggressive manner. And I don't even know what the volume is, right? So let's see this on a 10-day close. What the holy crap. Yeah, this is really good. So let's see. So it's a slow mover, right? 460,000 shares traded on average, right? So why don't we do this? Let's pull up the scanner here. Sorry the video is going on forever, but this is really a good opportunity for it's just it's a micro cap. It's very dangerous, but still it's the upside is very clear here. So yeah, we have a 4-cent average true range, right? So 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Yeah, 42 cents being the top side of this area right over here. That's very likely to happen from the price action from where it is right now. So tomorrow's resistance could be at around 42, pullback to the area of about 38.43, then a continuation onto the upside to likely get this 49.80 to about 48.75. Not sure that it can happen on one day, as likely this would be into Thursday and Friday, right? But yeah, I think tomorrow we can face a pullback from that 42.04. Very nice little upside here initially. Okay, team, so you heard it here. And yeah, so thank you so much for asking me to take a look at this, but very curious indicator, ticker, as there is high validity of promise here. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well, a very good rest of your night, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios. Yeah.